Whether you're planning a weekend getaway or a months-long global adventure, travel insurance is one of the most important, yet often overlooked, parts of trip planning. While it may seem like just another expense, a good travel insurance policy can save you thousands of dollars and countless headaches if something goes wrong. From lost luggage to medical emergencies abroad, it acts as your financial safety net. But not all travel insurance providers are created equal. Knowing how to evaluate a travel insurance company and find the best plan for your specific needs can make all the difference. In this guide, we'll explore how to rate travel insurance companies, what features to look for, and how to ensure you're getting the best possible coverage for your money. Before diving into how to rate providers, it's essential to understand the importance of travel insurance. Travel is inherently unpredictable. Flights get delayed, luggage goes missing, and occasionally, travelers face medical issues far from home. Travel insurance helps mitigate the financial risks associated with these uncertainties. Subscribe for more adventures. Key benefits of travel insurance include trip cancellation and interruption coverage, emergency medical assistance and evacuation, lost, stolen, or delayed baggage reimbursement, 24/7 travel assistance services, and coverage for personal liability, accidents, and more. Having a solid travel insurance policy gives you peace of mind, allowing you to fully enjoy your trip without worrying about worst-case scenarios. How to rate a travel insurance company. Evaluating a travel insurance company isn't just about looking at premiums. It's about determining how well the company will support you when you actually need help. Here's a breakdown of the core criteria you should consider. First up, coverage options. What do they offer? Start by assessing the types of policies offered. Do they provide coverage for single trips, annual plans, and long-term travel? What about specialized coverage for adventure sports, cruises, or business travel? A high-rated insurance company should provide customizable plans based on destination, trip length, and traveler age. You want to see comprehensive coverage that includes trip cancellation, medical emergencies, evacuation, baggage issues, and travel delays. Optional add-ons like cancel for any reason, rental car protection, or coverage for high-risk activities can really make a difference. Flexibility in coverage is key, especially for travelers with unique needs. The real test of a travel insurance provider is how they handle claims. Even the most comprehensive policy is, well, kind of useless if the claims process is slow, opaque, or unfair. When rating a company's claims process, you'll want to consider a few things. Ease of filing a claim, like whether they offer online forms, mobile apps, or phone support. The required documentation. Is it reasonable or honestly just overly burdensome? Also, pay attention to the time taken to process claims and look for information about average turnaround times. And of course, reputation for fairness. Are valid claims often denied or delayed? A top-rated insurer should have a streamlined, user-friendly process with clear communication every step of the way. When you're stranded at an airport or hospitalized overseas, you definitely don't want to be stuck on hold for hours. Travel insurance companies must offer reliable, responsive customer service that operates around the clock. Here are some things to look for: 24/7 global assistance via phone, chat, or email, multilingual support for international travelers, and emergency support teams to coordinate medical care, evacuations, or travel arrangements. Good customer service isn't just about friendliness. It's about getting critical help fast when you need it most. Insurance is, at its core, a promise to pay if something goes wrong. But that promise is only good if the company is financially stable enough to keep it. Before buying a policy, check the insurer's financial ratings from agencies like AM Best or Standard & Poor's. Higher ratings indicate a strong ability to pay claims, long-term company stability, and a lower risk of insolvency. A highly rated provider ensures you're not left empty-handed in a crisis. Price matters, but only in the context of value. The cheapest policy may not offer sufficient coverage, while the most expensive one might include features you don't need. When evaluating value, it's important to compare coverage versus premium. Also, look for deductibles and limits on claims. Consider what's included. Things like medical coverage, emergency evacuation, baggage loss, and more. The best companies offer transparent pricing, showing exactly what you're paying for. Oh, and bonus points if they offer multi-trip discounts or group or family plans. No evaluation is complete without checking real-world user experiences. Customer reviews can reveal strengths and weaknesses that aren't obvious from the website. Pay attention to review platforms like Trustpilot, SiteJabber, and BBB. Look for complaints about denied claims, poor service, or hidden fees. But also keep an eye out for praises for fast payouts, helpful reps, or great coverage. While no company is perfect, consistent patterns in reviews, whether positive or negative, are definitely worth noting. Now that you know how to evaluate providers, how do you find the right plan for your specific trip? Here are the steps to follow. Assess your travel needs. Your destination, travel style, and health status all affect the type of coverage you need. Ask yourself, am I traveling internationally or domestically? Do I have pre-existing medical conditions? Will I be participating in high-risk activities like skiing, diving, or hiking? Am I bringing expensive gear such as cameras or laptops? How long will I be traveling? Answering these will help you narrow down the best plan. Use a comparison tool. Instead of visiting multiple provider websites individually, use a reputable travel insurance comparison site. These platforms allow you to enter your trip details once and see side-by-side comparisons of policies. Look for filters that let you sort by price, coverage type, customer reviews, or even specific benefits like cancel for any reason or adventure coverage. Comparison tools save time and offer a transparent view of your options. Read the fine print. Before purchasing, always read the policy wording, not just the summary. Pay attention to coverage exclusions such as pandemics, pre-existing conditions, or alcohol-related incidents. Check claim documentation requirements, reimbursement limits on different benefits, and country-specific restrictions. A well-informed traveler is a protected traveler. So, number 4, consider medical coverage limits. One of the most critical components of travel insurance is emergency medical coverage. Hospital stays and emergency evacuations abroad can, cost tens of thousands of dollars. Make sure your policy includes at least $100,000 in emergency medical coverage, emergency evacuation coverage of $250,000 or more, and coverage for COVID-19 or other infectious diseases if that's applicable. Honestly, don't compromise on health protection just to save a few dollars. Number 5, check for trip cancellation and delay protections. Unexpected events like illness, family emergencies, or even natural disasters can force you to cancel or change your trip. Good travel insurance should reimburse your non-refundable expenses, like flights, hotels, and tours. Look for trip cancellation coverage before departure, trip interruption coverage during travel, and delay protection for meals, lodging, and rescheduling. This is especially useful for long, expensive, or non-changeable trips. Here's why a good travel insurance policy is really worth the investment. Even the best planned trip can run into issues. Without insurance, you're kind of vulnerable to major financial losses and some pretty big logistical nightmares. With it, you have access to support, funds, and emergency resources that can make a huge difference. Travel insurance doesn't just cover your wallet, it also covers your peace of mind. A great policy can turn a crisis into a manageable inconvenience and, honestly, make sure you're not alone when things go sideways. So, final thoughts. Choosing the best travel insurance really does require careful consideration of what you need and how well a provider can deliver on that. By evaluating companies based on coverage, claims handling, service, and reputation, you can confidently select a plan that protects your investment and your well-being. Remember, the best travel insurance isn't always the cheapest, but it's the one that provides reliable support and comprehensive coverage when you need it most. Subscribe for more adventures and happy travels.